thanks to our friends over at One Off Productions for not only helping us shoot this video and this beautiful car, but editing the video too. Go give them a like and follow. Links to all their stuff down in the description below. Hey gearheads, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell down below so you get notified every time we upload a video. And while you're at it, go find us on Facebook and Instagram to catch some behind the scenes content before it's here on YouTube, both at GT Garage Talk. And everything we do, including our podcast, can be found at gtgaragetalk.com. Hey gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey, and this is a 2014 Porsche Cayman. And boy, is she beautiful. So, being a 2014 year model, this is the first year of the second generation of essentially the coupe version of the Boxster Roadster. And this thing is spectacular. It's a 911 Lite. It is very fun, and I've had it driving through the streets. It is very much a livable daily driver. As a daily driver, it's got a lot of nifty and clever spots for storing things. First and foremost, the frunk. I was actually surprised at just how deep this front trunk is and how much stuff can be held in it. Perfect for a couple backpacks, maybe a weekend getaway roller bag, but very impressed with the storage space up front. We'll talk a little bit about just how compact it is inside, but Porsche engineers found a lot of clever places to hide storage on the inside of this vehicle as well. And then coming around to the back, yeah, the engine is back here in this one, but sadly, you don't get to see it. You just get more storage. So again, you could probably put that same size backpack back here, a small carry-on roller bag, and then a little shelf back here for maybe a pillow, something I guess you wouldn't want swinging up and hitting you if you ever had to brake really hard, but pretty impressive for a weekend fun track car. And I gotta say, the wrap on this one, this color, sadly, is aftermarket. So if you want to find this one, you've got to come find this particular one here in East Texas with our friends over at House of Cars. I absolutely love this pearl blue. I don't even know what to call it. The way it catches light is amazing. And the contrast with these bronze wheels is spectacular. But what you want to know on this car is, what is it like to drive? And I can attest to, this is the last of the 6 cylinders with the second gen Cayman. It has 275 horsepower and 213 pound-feet of torque. It's not a drag car by any means. It's not particularly fast, but where it really livens up is around the corners and on twisty back roads, which we happen to have plenty of here in East Texas. So why don't we hop in, talk a little interior stuff, and then we'll find a twisty road to really stretch the legs. Makes a lot of noise. It's not very visceral. This is not a drag car by any means. And people don't buy Porsches or Porsches necessarily to drag race them. They are track cars. They are meant to get on twisties, which we will do soon. But we're going to see first how this does in city life, because let's face it, this is the entry-level hardtop Porsche or Porsche. Roast me in the comments. For a 2014 model, this has aged very well. We've got, as near as makes no difference, 60,000 miles on the odometer. Very well appointed in here, heated and cooled seats, which is a huge plus here in Texas. And this is the first year of the second generation Porsche Cayman. So this is the last of the 6-cylinder powered Caymans. and this one has a 2.7 liter naturally aspirated engine making 275 horsepower and 213 pound-feet of torque. So again, it is not a drag car. It is a lightweight, tossable corner carver. And like I said, after we get out of the city traffic, we're gonna have a little fun in it. This does have the 7-speed Porsche PDK dual clutch automatic transmission in it, so don't exactly get to row my own gears in this one, but it is an excellent transmission, and I cannot feel a single shift in this thing. It's quick, faster than I could do it, faster than anyone could do it. So a very impressive transmission in that regard. It is not lurchy so far in traffic. Granted, I'm driving a little bit with a heavy foot, so that may play into it just a smidge. As far as city driving this thing, the ride and handling, again, this is not the all-out S model. This is a base model, but the suspension does not kill you. There's some tar on the road covering, all the cracks. Gotta love East Texas. I can feel them, but they're not shaking me to death. Nice lifted Sierra. I tried to occupy the same time and space as me, but yeah, I can feel the road, but it's not beating me up as I drive over it. So not bad. Nothing to complain about there. Man, that aftermarket exhaust is quite loud. Quite loud. Definitely letting you know every bit of that 2.7 liter that's back behind us. I will say, downsides. Porsche's gotten really bad about this in all their models. New 911s, same way. You can't see the engine at all, ever. They don't want you working on it. They want to be the ones working on it. And so in this one, there's a trunk, more of a parcel shelf back there that you can throw maybe a t-shirt, overnight bag, something small. And then there's the frunk up front that is huge, and I've got my backpack in there and it just swallowed it up. So this would make a capable daily car using that frunk. You can, take it on a weekend getaway. Definitely a usable, livable daily car, but just a little bit of a downside. You can't see the engine. Why is that becoming a trend? The new C8 convertible, can't see the engine in that. Like, let me see the engine. I want to know what is powering my vehicle. So this does have an adjustable lip spoiler on the back. I like that in its raised position. I can actually see it in my rearview mirror. One of those ego things. Seats hold you in. They're very comfortable. If your body type is a little larger than mine, you might find them to be a little bit too snug. But all in all, I like them a lot. All right, sitting down in the 2014 Porsche Cayman. It's a driver's car, no doubt about it. It is very much tailored towards the driver. There's not much room in here, but that's a good thing. You're snugly held in your seat. I can say if your body type is any bigger than mine, you might not like them that much. It holds you, but it doesn't it's not claustrophobic. This cabin, also very dark, but not claustrophobic. For a 2014 model, I've been in some 2014s that are showing their age. This one is not. German engineering is showing through in this, and it is very nice. All the plastics have held up. All the materials and finishes have held up. This one has 60,000 miles on it. It's an amazing example of a 2014 year model car. There's some interesting things. Again, it's a driver's car. It's not necessarily a commuter's car. So you've got weird things like the cup holders are an afterthought up here in the dashboard, and you're not fitting anything large in that cup holder at all whatsoever. But the glove box is surprisingly roomy. The Center console is surprisingly not roomy. You could probably fit a smartphone in there, not much else. But when it comes down to it, the purpose for which this vehicle was designed is having fun, and its small size and compact nature, it really does excel at what it does as far as the packaging in here. It's a pilot's car. It's what it is. It's meant to be piloted. A few things I might knock it for. This is the base model, so we're missing a few things down here on the buttons. I can't get over that. That's a little bit of a knock. This is a little bit retro. Who actually has a legit cigarette lighter, and is that supposed to be an ashtray right there? I'm not quite sure. Porsche does do a lot to make up for storage spots. So iPhone 12 Pro Max does fit in the door cubby here. There's another door cubby down here. So there's actually quite a bit of storage, and the glove box is actually quite roomy. So there's plenty of storage to use this as a daily driver. Again, the frunk, big enough to swallow up my backpack and take a roller bag for a weekend getaway. You've got a little bit of storage back there in the rear. This could very well be a daily livable, trackable car. All right, gearheads. We're gonna do a little bit to find out exactly what this is like on some twisty roads. This engine revs. It's got nearly an 8,000 RPM red line, and it just keeps going. And this thing handles corners like a dream. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this thing's fun. And very tossable in the corners. It holds the line. I don't know if you can hear me over this exhaust, but it's fun. Trust me. Huge thanks to our friends at House of Cars Tyler for loaning us this vehicle to test. If you want to know more about this particular vehicle or anything else on their lot, head on over to hoctyler.com. Link in the description down below. There you have it, gearheads, the 2014 Porsche Cayman base model. It is the last of the 6-cylinder powered Caymans, and it is a little low on power. As Matt and I have said many times before, it could use about 100 more horsepower, and then this thing would be a blast. That being said, it is a perfectly usable, everyday, daily car that is fun on the twisties. There's plenty of storage up front here, bonus storage in the back, cubbies everywhere. It's actually quite a practical car, and because it's German, it'll hold up too. If you wouldn't mind, be sure and hit subscribe down below so you get notified every time we post. And if you like this, hit like so we can get you more content just like this. You can find everything we do before it goes up here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, both at GT Garage Talk, and everything we do is at gtgaragetalk.com. But until next time, bye.
Transaction is processed. If you would like a receipt, press refund now.
Holy crap, that hurt.
Your purchase is complete.